Hi, this is Mary Jean Ziska again, and it is now 4:30 in the afternoon. It is still the 26th of May 2015, which still makes it Tuesday. It's 87 degrees in my kitchen eating area, and today I wanted to actually discuss the paperwork that was filed. Can you see that? It's hard for me to see what I'm showing you. Was filed, the court system, and that paperwork is filing number 25441563. It was e-filed on March 29th, 2015 at 4:10 p.m. It was filed in the Circuit Court for Collier County Probate Division in the matter of Mary Jean Ziska, file number 06116-GA, which is the division probate. This is a respondent. I'm supposed to be the ward. Anyway, this is a petition filed by Larry Pmvideo. You can see his little note over there. And that was actually, the note was the 29th of March 2015. But I'm to keep this for my records. And this actually goes into petition to compel interim guardian to return funds ceased and desist from diverting funds, and to compel guardian to act within court-ordered authorization. It comes now the ward Mary Jean Ziska, which I'm labeled the ward, by and through her undersigned counsel, and files this petition to compel interim guardian, which is Marion Gregory, to return funds, cease and desist from diverting funds, which is the bank account that they established at Fifth Third Bank, and which is also the money that they stole from my Social Security account, and to compel guardian to act within court-ordered authorization. Motion to compel, and as grounds therefore states as follows. Point 1. Before I go into the points, I thought I might actually do a bit on the police report that I filed. Can you see that? This was an online police report, number 1500006645. I issued this report on March 10th, 2015, and at that point in time it was approved by Cynthia Anderson. Her badge number is 3285, and it was a report of theft of money from my Social Security. And I'll go into all of this at a later email. But basically, this is just to alert them that an improper bank account was opened up, money and funds that were not designated to Marion Gregory were stolen, were diverted into this Fifth Third bank account, and I got to go without any money. Part of the money from January, February, and all of March. I was allowed $100 from March. Sweet, huh? Anyway, this is to stop them from stealing the money. It's a shame that you actually have to file paperwork at the court system. It's a shame that you have to file paperwork at the court system to stop people who are supposed to be helping you from hurting you and from stealing from you. So anyway, this goes on to say, point 1, you can read that. This court previously appointed the ward's mother, Marion Gregory, as interim guardian in this matter on January 21st, 2015. See order appointing successor interim guardian and letters of successor interim guardianship attached hereto as Exhibit A. Point 2. The authority granted by the court to the interim guardian permits the interim guardian to assist the ward in the defense and prosecution of lawsuits and to contract only. Can you see the last word on that? Only. Right there. Only. Major, major, big deal. Point number 3. Attorney Larry S. Pmvideo, counsel for the ward, received notification from the ward that the ward's Social Security income is being diverted by the interim guardian from the bank account of the ward to a bank account maintained by the interim guardian. It was actually established, it was set up by the interim guardian for the sole purpose of stealing this money. The reasons why the interim guardian has diverted the ward's Social Security income are irrelevant. The actions by the interim guardian are unauthorized. Point number 4. You see that? The ward hereby requests that the court compel the interim guardian as follows. A. You see that? That the interim guardian be required to return all funds previously diverted from the ward to a bank account controlled by the ward, and that the interim guardian be required to account for all Social Security income previously diverted from the ward to the interim guardian. It is now May 26, 2015. No finances have been returned. $1,222.99 diverted part of January, February, and March. All of March were actually stolen by Marion Gregory, placed within a Fifth Third bank account in Naples, Florida, and no monies have as of yet been returned. There's a court date on June 5th, supposedly to go over why she was able to steal from me. But according to documentation, according to the laws, letter of the law, what she did was illegal, what she did was fraudulent. What was done to my finances was not only not allowed, I wasn't even told that monies were going to be taken away. It just happened. I got a note. I'll go into the Fifth Third bank account, but it's a mess. And this type of thing, I'm assuming, happens all the time in Naples, Florida. Okay, and on the second page, it actually states that the interim guardian be ordered to cease and desist from any further activities which diverts the ward's Social Security income from the ward. Point C, that the interim guardian be required to post a bond at her own expense, because as I mentioned in a previous video, no bond was actually required. She was just given authority to be an interim guardian without any background checks, without any classes taken, without any money placed down for the harm that she might have done to my life or my finances, including the bankruptcy, including the stealing of money, including the establishment of a bank account using my name, my Social Security number, and my address. Point C, that the interim guardian is required to post a bond at her own expense if she wishes to continue to serve as interim guardian of the ward. Point D, that the interim guardian be required to retain counsel to represent her as interim guardian of the ward pursuant to the Florida probate rules. And point E, that the interim guardian be compelled by the court to act in the future only with the authority granted to her by the court on behalf of the ward. Therefore, the ward respectfully requests that the motion to compel be granted by the court and that the court grant such other and further relief as may be deemed just and proper. I thought because Judge Brody, this was actually as a little red stamp, March 29th, 2015 for Larry Pmvideo, and also certificate of service at the bottom saying, I hereby certify that a copy hereof has been furnished via regular U.S. mail, first class, and or by electronic mail to Marion Gregory, interim guardian, and to the ward Mary Jean Ziska on March 29, 2015. I did receive this paperwork in the mail. And I thought that because Judge Brody was the one who allowed Marion Gregory to become a guardian without checking, without doing any of the proper necessary requirements that are established in the Florida Statute 744, that she would be the one to actually have to be held accountable for her actions, for her judgments, and make a motion and be able to judge and make sure that Marion Gregory gives back the finances. However, the court date for June 5th, 2015 at 9 o'clock, I believe, a.m., that's supposed to be with Judge Murray. And that's kind of surprising to me because I remember him being involved in foreclosure and different, not as much the guardianship rules as my homeowners association, homeowners law, the home ownership, different rulings that were going on 2006, 2007. But at that point in time, Patrick Weber was in charge, and we are still trying to find justice. So anyway, this is, again, the petition to compel, which I believe is in May. This was done in March. Should have already been granted. Money should have already been returned, and someone should have been held accountable for a guardian to be able to not only follow the letter of the law, but be able to actually steal from her ward, be able to actually do whatever they want, basically. They had no concept whatsoever of what a guardianship meant. No classes were taken. No financial liability was actually placed upon any guardian. And so all hell broke loose. Anyway, that's about this. I'll let you know more about how the petition to compel turns out. I believe it should have already been granted by the court. Judge should have been able to see, plain and simple. This person actually went against the rules of the court. They were authorized. I can actually show you again. They were authorized to actually assist in 2 separate sections. And I underlined them right there. Can you see that? Let's see. Which said, to assist in the defense and the prosecution of lawsuits and to contract. That does not include stealing money. That does not include changing a payee situation. That does not include actually establishing a bank account using my name, my social security number, or my address. That does not include a bankruptcy. That does not include any of the violations of the rights, of my rights, that were done and laws that weren't even followed in Naples, Florida to protect my rights. Okay, this video is 13 minutes long, and I hope anyone watching this will be able to assist in making changes in the guardianship laws. I don't know how prevalent this is across the United States, but I'm assuming that most people, well, bad guardians, would actually, and if they have a propensity for lying, cheating, or stealing, they'll do the same things, and it's corrupt. It's not helpful, and that's what a guardian is enlisted to do. In another video, I'll actually read off some of the different documentation for the National Abuse website for guardianships, and hopefully laws will be changed, awareness will be made according to, so that violations like this will never happen again, and that guardians won't be allowed to have free reign, limited guardians especially, to do whatever they want with someone's finances, with someone's bank accounts, with someone's payee situations, with any part that they're not allowed to actually handle. And even if they are allowed to handle, there has to be accountability. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is as bad as someone telling me to shut up, sit down, and be a good girl, that they can do anything with my life, my finances, and my home. because they believe that a guardian is like being an abusive husband or an abusive parent. So it's horrid. Thank you for listening. Take care. God bless. And let's make a change for the positive.